baby Yoda magic hand dance, so baby Yoda magic hand dance. To the baby Yoda magic hand dance, so baby Yoda magic hand dance. To the baby Yoda magic hand dance, so baby Yoda magic hand dance. To the baby Yoda magic hand dance, so baby Yoda magic hand dance. Feel the energy, feel the force between your hands. Feel the energy right there where you stand. Let's do the baby Yoda magic hand dance, cause you can dance. Let's do the baby Yoda magic hand dance, cause you can dance with me. Let's feel the force.
Oh, yeah.
Let's feel the force.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, let's do the baby
Yoda magic hand dance. Yeah, right. Why? Because you can dance, right, Captain Rickster? That's why we say let's do the magic hand dance, because you can dance. And it's all in tribute to you guys, because you guys helped us develop that song. And that's our official song for All for Sci-Fi. It's called the Magic Hand Dance.
Yep, that's true.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm your host, Eric Walker, and this is
Captain Rickster.
And welcome to another edition of All for Sci-Fi. Today is Saturday, September 17th. And Captain Rickster, what's happening on the 21st?
Andor's coming out.
Yes, Andor. Yes, 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 yes. Who is excited for some Andor? Right?
Well, I am.
I am.
can't
Some
wait
people
to
are calling it
Wednesday.
Indoor. I noticed that I'm at the Indoor premiere.
Andor.
It's Andor, guys, not Endor. Hey, it's Mike. Mike's here.
Mike's back.
Hey, Mike, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I saw that Obi-Wan Kenobi box with the lightsabers. Where did you get that? I am jealous. I need to go get one tomorrow. So it looked really good. Yeah. So, and oh, Dark One's here. Hello, Dark One.
Yep.
Dark One.
Dark One's there.
Yes, and the winner of the George Lucas in Disguise, he just told me he got it, Captain Rickster. He got this.
Good, good.
So congratulations to Dante. Dante won the George Lucas in Disguise. And in addition to that, he just told me he got it in the mail today.
Mhm.
In addition to that, we sent him a free CD,
That's right.
free CD of Trust Yourself as well. So yes, he got it at Doc Ondar's. Oh, great! It's at Galaxy's Edge.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Great.
Well, I got to get over there and get one then.
Yep, we do.
Yeah. So,
Well, you do.
well, you'll get one. You'll get one in time.
Yes, in time.
Yeah. So who knows?
Not worried about it.
Maybe you should ask for something. Maybe you'll get this a present one day from me,
You never know.
if that's what you want, really.
That would be nice. I like
You like Obi-Wan
I
Kenobi?
like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Did you
yeah.
see what he got? It's really look
No, I didn't
look on
see it.
Facebook.
I look on Facebook.
I'll
Yeah.
have to show it to you. It's really beautiful. So, yeah. So lots of exciting stuff coming up in the world of Star Wars.
Oh, yes, there is.
Next week we're going to be and we're going to be talking about the first 3 episodes finally here.
Yep.
We've been waiting a long time for it. Andor is going to have 12 episodes,
Yes,
Captain Rickster,
that's right.
which is great. I'm excited about it. I hear I've heard early word that it's really good. A lot of people are talking about it. I understand it's really, 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 really good and
Mhm.
and different, and it should be. Star Wars
Yeah,
should
it
be different.
Yes.
Right. So today we're going to talk about the latest episodes of She-Hulk. I'm going to say it right this time. She-Hulk, not hawk, like it's a hawk flying like a bird. She-Hulk. We're going to talk about that. This episode is episode 5. It's called A Normal Amount of Rage.
Yeah.
Is that it?
It's called.
Interesting. Or did I get that wrong? Did it tell
Maybe
me
you got it
wrong?
wrong.
It seems like that was a different
That was
episode.
a different
I
episode.
don't know.
That was episode
But
2.
and we're also going to talk about Star Trek Lower Decks.
Uh-huh.
This episode is called A Room for Growth. And we're going to talk about everybody's talking about it. So everybody so far seems to like the new Lord of the Rings
Yes.
on Prime, and I'm enjoying it as well. It's called The Rings of Power,
Mm-hmm.
and the latest episode is called The Great Wave.
Yep.
Hence the wave and the
Yeah.
dreams and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Look, and so we're going to review all 3 of them today.
Yep.
So we got a lot to talk about. You got any announcements, Captain Richter? How was your week? You want to
My
talk about
week
what's
was
coming on?
great. I enjoyed it. I had
Uh-huh.
a great time. I had a great fun.
Okay.
Went to different places. We went to saw some job sites we worked at. Got home, got home, rest, watch TV, watch
Right.
all the stuff I needed to watch for the week. And, nothing but a normal day for me, or,
A normal week. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to go see The Woman King.
Oh, in the movie theater?
Yep.
Is that sci-fi or
Yep.
no? Okay.
No, it's drama.
Common drama. Okay. It looked pretty good. The previews looked pretty cool. That show.
Kind of find out, though, the main actress did 98% of her stunts.
Good for her.
Yep.
That's great. I like it. When I was doing the Ewok movies, I trained to do my stunts, and I did every stunt in Caravan of Courage except for one stunt.
Yep.
And I actually did part of that stunt, but they didn't use the part that I did. It's the stunt where Mace. It's near the end of the movie, and Mace, the Ewoks jump on the thing and shoot Mace up to the cage, the Gorax's cage, where the parents are. And in the movie, you see Mace landing on the Gorax cage. That's not me, but we shot a scene where they jumped and I flew about 15 feet in the air. For some reason, they didn't use it. I flew out of camera, but they didn't use that shot. But yeah, the part where Mace lands onto the cage and grabs it was a stunt. It was a stunt coordinator, Mike Cassidy, did that. He got in the Mace costume and everything. Right. But every stunt other than I did, including the underwater scenes and everything. So, and I got to train with Bob Yerkes, which he used to train Circus of the Stars back in the day. He was a great guy. So that was fun. So, but I always think it's great if actors could do as many of the stunts as they can, as long as it's safe for them. If it's something that's dangerous, that's why the professional stunt people should do it, not us. They train for that. Tom Cruise is a good example of that. He does a lot of his stunts.
Yes, he does.
So we're excited about stuff coming out. Also, I noticed they're re-releasing Avatar.
Yes.
That's something that was a big announcement. Yeah. So we could actually go out, I think September 21st as well.
Yeah.
The same day Andor premieres, you could go see Avatar. And I recommend seeing Avatar in IMAX.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So that'd be great to go see that because we got Way of the Water coming out at the end of the year.
Yep, December.
So we got a lot of exciting stuff coming out, sci-fi news the rest of the year. Next month we have Black Adam.
That's right. I can't wait to see that.
We also have the Jedi Tales. Jedi Tales is coming out. That's 6 stories where we got to see even a baby Ahsoka Tano, which looked cool. And Mace Windu is coming back. The second Mace, not the first Mace.
Yeah.
But at least he's coming back in the Jedi Tales. That Jedi Tales preview looked great.
Really good, yeah.
So we played that on last week's episode. So
wait till November. Wakanda Forever coming out.
Wakanda Forever, and then we got episode 5 of She-Hulk. Yeah.
Yes.
Mike our encyclopedia Mike. He corrected us. The name of that episode is Mean Green and Straight Poured Into These Jeans. That's funny.
That's a good one.
I remember she said that.
Yeah.
When they were talking about her dating profile. That's funny. I've noticed that on the writing's very clever on She-Hulk. The characters are saying the name of the episode.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I knew I made the mistake earlier when I said a normal amount of rage is because remember she says that.
Yes.
Jennifer Wall, when Bruce is training her and she's laying in bed and she goes, "I thought it was a normal amount of rage." So she said the name. I noticed they're saying that
the first episode.
It's in the first couple episodes. It was the first. Was it the first one?
Yeah, it was the first one.
Yeah, I don't know how I got that. I was looking online. Google did it again. They stirred me wrong. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, Mike's saying, and Qui-Gon is back. Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yes, and Jedi Tales. Jedi Tales looks great. I'm excited.
Can't wait to watch that one.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Next month.
And then what else? We got. God, we have a lot of great stuff coming out this year.
I can't wait for the Bad Batch season 2 to come out.
Well, what happened with the Bad Batch? Someone said they delayed it. Did you say that to me, or who said it?
No, I never said that.
When is the Bad Batch coming out? Do you know, Mike? Since you're our resident encyclopedia.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Do you know when the Bad Batch is coming out? So yeah, we got a lot to look forward to the rest of the year. We're going to be going to a lot of different cons still. We got Designer Con in November. We got LA Comic Con again coming up in December. I'm sure Mike could go to one of them, maybe both as well, since they're both in LA. Yeah, Mike's not. Yeah, not until January.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, come on, guys. And not only that, we're waiting for the Mandalorian season 3. That trailer looks great too.
A great trailer, but left the date open.
No, they didn't tell us. They didn't say at all.
They left the month.
But the rumor is it's in February for Mandalorian
that's
season
heard,
3.
Yes,
but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's come on, guys. We need our Star Wars fix. What about movies too? It's like they keep putting things on hold. Last I heard, they might have even put in the Patty Jenkins one, Rogue Squadron, on hold. The movie.
That's what I heard too.
And but in the I think Takiti Watiti, whatever. I'm probably saying your name bad. I may have said it good, but let me know. But that movie by him is supposed to be the next movie.
But
Takiti Watiti. No, I didn't hear that it was on hold, but I heard that that's the next movie.
I heard it's the next movie, but I heard it's been held for some reason.
I don't know. I mean, come on, Star Wars. I think that they spend so much money on those movies, they want to get it right.
Of course they do.
And the Arcalite looks good too. I can't wait to see that. So we got a lot of really cool stuff coming out. All right, what do you want to talk about first, Captain Rickster?
Oh, we already started talking about She-Hulk. Why don't you go ahead and start talking to her about
Yeah,
it?
since this is the tight jeans thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me this week, I mean, I kind of enjoyed She-Hulk, but again, Mike is saying something. Let's see what he's saying. We'll get into the ratings first as well, since I almost forgot. I'm glad that Ashley Eckstein is coming back as this. Yes, that's great.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Yeah, she's our Ahsoka Tano, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she is as well. She's a good person too, Ashley. Met her a couple times. But going back to what I was going to say about She-Hulk, and let's go ahead and give the rating. At All for Sci-Fi, our official rating system is 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars is the best. If it's 3 stars or less, we don't recommend it. Don't stream it. Don't go to it if it's in the movie theater. She-Hulk is streaming, though, and it's on Disney Plus.
Yep.
This week's episode 5, the poured into these tight jeans, or
mean and straight
poured into these jeans. This episode gets an official All for Sci-Fi rating of 4.35 stars. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
I'm going to give it 4.5 stars.
Oh,
I like this a little better than what
you did.
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't like it. And I did like it, but we're in a courtroom again, Captain Rickster.
Courtroom, that's true.
And I want to see She-Hulk be like the Incredible Hulk. I want to see some action. I want to see, even if she gets together with some Avengers. And I think they've alluded to that, because at the end of it.
They haven't alluded to it, yes.
Right at the end of it, you caught something. What did you catch, Captain Rickster, at the end?
She's going to become an Avenger.
No, but what did you catch? I didn't catch it. You told me about it.
Daredevil's helmet. Daredevil is supposed to come, supposed to appear in this to start his new series.
Right, Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of episodes. Is coming next year, I think, right?
Next year, yes. Which should be really good.
Yeah, I mean, because she was getting that fitting, and then the guy who did the fitting for her when she picked up her stuff says, "Why didn't you cover this? Client confidentiality."
Yeah.
He was doing that.
Problem is, it wasn't red. It was still white. They haven't painted it yet.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Is that why? Anyway, I did catch it was some other Avenger. He says it's Daredevil.
No, it's not in gold. It was not in gold, Mike. Or Stan. It was white.
It was white. It was like it wasn't painted.
It hasn't been painted yet. Red like it's supposed to.
Right. I thought it was that guy in WandaVision. I thought that was his helmet. What's that guy's name?
You're talking about Vision.
Yeah, I thought that was like a Vision.
No, it's not, because it's got little horns up here. That's why it's called Daredevil.
Is that what it had?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to screenshot it. Yeah. So Mike's saying Daredevil. Yes, when She-Hulk is getting her new uniform, I can't wait to see her new. I can't wait to see her new suit as well.
Also, but I can't wait.
Okay, guys, 5 episodes have already been committed to this attorney thing. Okay, let's move on. Let's get into some action. As long as they do that, if they do this again one more week with her in a courtroom, I'm gonna give it 3 stars next week.
That's why she's a lawyer.
I know that, but this is supposed to be a hero television series, or action. You want to see it. Like, remember the Incredible Hulk had all that action every week with Lou Ferrigno and
Well, yeah,
beating up people.
He was like
and
in the 80s and stuff, and he was beating
it
up
was
everybody.
still great.
He was like you. He promoted
I
violence.
promoted violence. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. I'm liking it, but I want it to move. And the week before that, the episode had some great comedy
Oh, of
in
course
it,
it did,
which
yeah.
I liked it with the party girl.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, okay. So I'm giving it 4 3/4, 3 5 stars. He's giving it 4.5. I think that those are decent ratings, guys. I want to save it because I'm hoping for a much better rating. Stan's here. Hey, Stan. Hey, Stan Solo's here. Welcome, Stan. By the way, thank you, Stan. I just saw your pin up here. That's Stan Solo from the Solo Show.
Yeah. Solo Show, yes.
Well,
It was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you and everybody. Stan, see, there it is, the Solo Show. I don't know if it's focusing very well. But it was great meeting you, getting to hang out with you as well.
Of course.
Mike agrees with me. Yeah, we need to see her doing something. Smash, Hulk, smash.
She's not like
Smash.
She's not like Hulk.
I want to see some smashing.
She's totally different.
Well, it's something. I want to see something. That's okay. 5 episodes. That's enough. Now let's get into some action.
That probably will get into next. If they give it a next season,
I hope not. It better not. I won't watch it next season if they do that. Oh boy, I'm being opinionated today.
As usual.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike. She does have super. She does have super.
She
strength.
does have super strength. Yeah.
But it's not about her smashing like the Incredible Hulk did.
Well, she's smart.
She's smart.
She's a lawyer
because she's not. She was not. The young rays when it hit the Incredible Hulk was he was angry. So that's what made him smash everything.
That's true. Let me ask you this, Captain Richter. The comic. This is a comic, right?
Yeah, it's a comic book.
Was she a lawyer in the comics?
Yeah, she was.
She was.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so it wasn't something they created for the
no,
TV show.
It was an accident. It was. She got her blood got mixed in with Hulk's blood, by accident.
All right.
And so she became.
I think we talked about that, but it was a different in the comic. It wasn't like aliens.
No.
It was something else. It was a car wreck or something.
Yeah.
Too as well, but different.
Well, the alien ship came down and they went off the cliff like you see there. Yes.
Was that the same in a comic book?
Yeah.
I thought you told me it wasn't an alien.
No, it was an alien.
Oh, okay.
Alien ship.
Okay.
That was actually in the first book.
It was? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1.
Right.
She-Hulk. But the thing is that she wasn't trying to get it. She accidentally got it when his blood dropped into her cut.
Right. Sure.
And so her power is like his, but without the rage.
Well, that's not true. I mean, even Mike's making a point how she took Tatiana and she threw her Titania or whatever name, threw across the room. And then when she was getting mugged, she was throwing those guys around.
Of course. Remember, she turned into the Hulk. So it's out of fear where she gets that either fear. It's not anger. It's more like fear when she turns into the Hulk.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't get that either, Stan. Even when she's not the She-Hulk, when she's Jennifer the lawyer, she is cute. Yeah, I think she's cute. She's got a great personality. Like Stan's saying, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get her not being able to get a date. But that they just did that for the for the show.
She got regular dates in the comic book. Trust me.
Yeah. Okay.
Not as when she did turn one date, she turned into She-Hulk.
Stan, maybe she smells or something.
That guy never came back.
Maybe she smells like Captain Richter and can't get a date.
I don't think so.
Yeah. She smells like Captain Richter and can't get a date.
Hello, Dante.
That's funny. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So this episode, we talked a little bit about it. It's basically in this episode, and we're talking about spoilers. So get ready. Spoiler alert. Here we're going to talk about the show if you haven't seen it. Someone agreed with you, Captain Richter. They said, no, current TV. That's a great point about fear, though. Trigger, though. I hadn't thought about it.
Yeah.
Versus the Hulk rage. Okay.
Right. Go down one more.
But she's very successful and smart, Dante says, and strong, so that could be intimidating. That's true.
For
Of
men,
course it
that
can
could
be.
true right there.
Of course it is, because you know how we men are. It's ridiculous sometimes. We should leave our egos at the door and let women be strong and not get intimidated by them. But that's true. Okay, so I lost my train of thought, but yeah, so I just it's no, the show is okay. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. She's saying she thinks she hangs out with too many lawyers. I think the problem is she hangs out with too many lawyers and doesn't see the good guys. That could be true as well.
True too, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It is about the show just trying to do a whole bunch of laughs and stuff like that, and that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So
she's more of a comic than she is a superpower, but she does have the superpowers, and she can throw anybody across what she wants to do.
I'm enjoying.
Most of it's fear. It's a fear tactic. When she gets scared, she turns into whatever.
Well, it does.
She makes her mind up.
Yeah. No. She can control it. She's not like Bruce.
She's not like Bruce. No. Bruce
she can make herself become the Hulk and go back down. Yeah. I've noticed that it's very different.
Bruce is the one who comes out in rage, because that's when, if you looked at the original first 6 books, Incredible Hulk back in 1961,
right,
you'll see that his gamma rays, when he was trying to protect everybody, he was enraged.
Again, we're repeating what we said earlier. But yeah, again, I hope the show goes less away from the courtroom. And so anyway, we were talking. Now I remember what I was saying. We're going to start talking about spoilers about the show. Right. So this last episode dealt with the whole dating thing and how Titania's trying. She snuck in there and tried to get the trademark from her and registered it.
With all her beauty products,
right?
And
and how she's trying to get she's trying to sue her to get her to keep the name, and she's trying to countersue her to say she can't use the name.
Right.
And it was kind of interesting. Yeah, that part of it I liked. It made the Hulk very very human like, the fact that she had to be humiliated and had all her people that she dated come, and she kept sinking lower and lower in the chair the more guys came up, and it made her a lot more human like and less Hulkish. She says I'm a single Stan Sola says she says I'm a single woman. I'm always angry. All I do is control my anger. That's true.
That's definitely true, yeah.
That can all women relate to that? When I first saw that, when she said that to Bruce, I said all women could relate to that. That's totally true. So maybe the fact that she's a woman, she could control herself more than a man, right? Because she's got more estrogen. Well, no estrogen is what makes you out of control. So she has more testosterone now, so she's in more. She can control herself more. That makes sense. Anyway, she ended up going that, and she won. And in the end, she won. So it's now she can't use the She-Hulk name, but the battle's still going on. I can't wait to see these two fighting.
Yes.
How do you pronounce her name? Because the way it's typed, it's Titania. Is that her name?
Yeah.
What kind of super action hero is she? What powers does she have? Does she have powers?
She has powers. She's got strength. It's like She-Hulk does. Only problem is she's on the evil side. She's not on the good side.
Okay, but
she becomes evil later.
And I'm sorry. What was her?
Hers is strength.
It's strength like She-Hulk?
Just like She-Hulk.
Wow. She-Hulk really made her look like she had no strength.
Yeah, I know. But She-Hulk is actually stronger than her. She does have strength.
I know, but it's craziness the way she was throwing her around.
Oh, I know. But She-Hulk is a lot more stronger.
Is there, how we have the Avengers on the good side? Is there a bad side?
Yeah, it's called the Sinister Six.
Sinister Six.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm learning more about comic books from the comic book guru, Captain Rickster, who's never going to do his show.
That's right.
Okay.
Also, Spider-Man has the exact same thing, too, but they're only different characters.
Sinister Six. Who did the Sinister Six? What do they make up?
Well, it all depends. If you want Spider-Man or you want the Avengers?
No, we have Avengers. I'm not talking about the good guys, the bad guys. Who are they?
There's two different types.
Okay.
On the bad guys, with them, it is, let me think. It's Submariner sometimes. he's wishy-washy.
And we're gonna get Submariner
Yeah, we're gonna
in the new movie coming out, right?
Yep.
Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2. Well,
No, not Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2. That's DC.
No, they just made an announcement. He came out, Submariner. What was that?
He's coming out in the next.
They just
No,
whoa!
no.
He was just on stage at D23.
I know. I can't remember. Anyway, you've got.
Was it Thunderbolts?
Could be Thunderbolt.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Red Skull is one of them.
Okay.
That's Captain America's enemy.
Uh-huh.
Iron Man has what do they call him? Not Electro. He's the man with all the whips. I can't remember what his name was. What's his name? Played him, that famous actor.
Okay.
And
Dr. Octopus, the
Dr.
Vulture,
Octopus.
Electro, Craven, Mysterio,
That's all Spider-Man.
Sandman.
That's all Spider-Man.
They're in the Sinister Six and Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's also Sinister Six and also the.
Are they different than the ones
They're
in
different,
Spider-Man?
different because it's each one who's in there has a enemy from their own comic book. Which Hulk is Abomination. Thor is.
We just saw Abomination. Yeah.
I know Thor is. Who is Thor? Loki. Sometimes he's wishy-washy, but he has another one too. But I can't think of his name.
Anyway,
yeah, there's a bunch of
got a lot of great stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see all of it coming out. But that's pretty much it. So hopefully, let's stop talking about She-Hulk and go to Lower Decks, and we have other stuff to review, and also the Rings of Power. But yeah, okay. So there you have it. Next week, She-Hulk. Let's have some action, please. No more courtroom stuff. Okay. Star Trek Lower Decks. And this again, we're gonna give the rating first. At All for Sci-Fi, we have a rating system of 5 stars being the best. If it's 3 stars or less, it's not recommended by us. Streaming or going to the movie theater. Lower Decks. This episode is called A Room for Growth, and we're gonna give it the official All for Sci-Fi rating of. I'm gonna give it 4.45 stars. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
I didn't like it all that much. Too much of a filler to me. So I'm going to give it 4.30.
Oh, he gave it less than me for a change. Okay.
It's more of a filler than anything else.
Again, and we were talking about that. That's where why Captain Rickster heard of the word filler. Otherwise, he would not have repeated it twice already. But I was just telling him the last 2 days, both these episodes, even the one we just talked about, She-Hulk, both of them this week felt like fillers, yeah. Filler episodes where they're just it's just one. It's an episode you could throw away. They just did it so they could get another week to go by.
Yeah. They've done something too quickly.
Yeah, and it did. It's like we got an extra episode we got to write to fill this week's episode. That's what we call filler episodes. Yeah. And to me, again, I still liked it a lot because I love Star Trek Lower Decks.
But it
and
just didn't click.
Yeah, I mean, and it was just this particular episode, there were trying to refresh my memory, Captain Rickster. Blank.
This episode was about the 2 groups going after.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Room.
That's right. They had the reason why it's called A Room for Growth is a room opened up on a higher deck,
deck 4,
for like the higher ups and lower deckers. You know how they're in those like bunks, like they're in the barracks or whatever. Yep. So they're all trying to get that extra room up in the higher decks. And the beta, you have the beta, and you have the delta, and they're the beta, and then they have the delta squad, and she overhears them talking about how they're going to try to fix it and make it. They have a lottery system.
Yeah.
And the computer chooses, throws everybody in there, and it's a lottery system, and somebody gets picked. They get the room, the one that opened up, and she's like crawling in. One of her little creatures goes inside the air conditioning thing, air vent. She's crawling in there. She hears them talking about how they're going to rig the system, and so they're both trying to, get to this area of the ship where they could get into the computer and not be traced back that they rigged it, the lottery system. So, I mean, it just felt like it was filler. It didn't have a huge storyline. They weren't like, weren't meeting some new species like the Packlids or whatever. It was okay. But again,
it was okay. And that was it.
It was it.
Yeah. Nothing more.
Nothing more. Wasn't anything huge.
Nothing special.
At one point, they have to use the deflector dish, and the girls take their clothes off to try to save Boimler, and you see them in their underwears.
That was the only good scene in the whole movie. The whole
yeah, you dirty old man,
That's
Captain
right.
Rickster.
Yeah, you got that right there, Sonny.
I mean, like a couple seasons ago, remember she was in those booty
shorts.
booty shorts the whole time.
Yeah.
So it was like that.
They're
So
gonna smack that booty.
it's definitely an adult show. No kids go out and watch Lower Decks. This is definitely an
It's
adult
definitely for
oriented
adults
show.
only.
But hopefully next week we'll get some sort of adventure where something new happens or
a better storyline.
I think so. Yeah. So not much to talk about. Lower Decks is only 20-minute show. We don't want to talk 20 minutes about a 20-minute show.
No,
but
that's for sure.
yeah, but it was okay. Watch it. I know Stan Solo says he's 3 weeks behind on Lower Decks.
All right,
It's been good so far.
It's
been good. But this last episode was just like, I could leave it.
Who cares?
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about what everybody's been talking about.
Oh yes.
Whether you love it or
No.
you hate it, it depends. You're on one side or the other. You got a whole bunch of people. I think pickle.
You thinking of pickles?
I'm thinking of pickles.
So you're pregnant?
Oh, you look pregnant. Suck it in. You look pregnant. No matter what side you're on, whether you're a big Tolkien fan, you hate it. A lot of people are hating it. Pickle. You type it. Pickle. I'm a pickle. There you go. I'm a pickle. You're a pickle. We're all a bunch of pickles.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. The reason why I brought that up was
Yeah.
That's funny. You got me, Captain Rick.
I got you on that one.
Yeah.
You were talking about ice cream earlier.
Was I?
Yeah.
Is that why everybody thinks that you're pregnant? No.
That's why I think you're pregnant. Ice cream, pickles, and ice cream.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of controversy because this is not written by Tolkien.
Himself.
So you got a lot of people. Some people are saying, "Oh, he's turning over in his grave."
Yeah.
I don't think he's turning over in his grave. I think he's
for it. There's nothing in between.
I think it's
line on this one.
I'm not a person. Mike probably read the books. You probably read some of the books. I was not a big book reader. I'm not like a bookworm. My cousin probably read all the books. He's the big Star Trek fan. And he was the one, Mike, I was telling you about. You need help with the situation. But I'm just telling you, I don't have a problem with it.
I don't either, really.
I like it. I love it. In fact, I think the special effects are great. I think that the actors are really good, solid actors.
Yeah.
The action's great with the fairies and what do they call those ones that can't go out in the sun?
Oh, well, they're called goblins actually, but
are they called orcs?
Orcs,
and then you got the Proudfoots instead of the whatever they call them. Yeah. Yeah, and a good point. I think he would be happy.
Yeah.
I think people should not sit there and try to act like they know what somebody's going to be like. Maybe you could ask some of his relatives, like if he has children or something like that.
His son is the executive producer of this.
That's show. Right, wasn't he? I thought I heard that. I thought
he's also part of the writing team too.
Right. So I mean, it's based on it.
Yeah.
So people have. It's funny. Everybody has an opinion. We all have noses, right?
Yeah. But see, this is based off the book Hobbit.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought it said Lord of the Rings, based on Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. Is that the Hobbit? Or I thought they were two different things.
No, Hobbit is part of the Lord of the Rings.
Is it? Okay.
But the first book that came out was the Hobbit. Then Lord of the Rings come out after that.
Right. Okay.
There's 4 books.
Okay.
And the first book is like about this thick. Yeah.
How many books did he write? Because they've made a lot. He's only written 3 books, and they made all these movies, and now they're doing a TV series.
Yeah.
Well, it must have been a pretty big book, or it had a lot of characters.
It is a big book. It's over 1,000 pages.
Wow. Okay.
His first book. Yeah. He wrote other books too, not just, but the 3 main ones that you see on TV all the time is the 4 that he wrote.
Well, I like it. It's very enchanting. I'm enjoying myself. Mike says, yeah, he wrote huge books.
Of course he did. They were huge.
Yeah. I like it. Again, I think the special effects good. I can't wait to see it next week. I can't where it's gonna. I can't wait to see where it's gonna go. You're seeing these big friendships with that fairy guy and that little person. The remember he has his in this last episode, which is called The Great Wave. He thought he upset his dad.
Yeah.
And then his dad, he had that meeting with his dad, who was the king, and that was very emotional. You know how he said he loves them and it's okay, and it was great. I mean,
the dwarf king.
Right, dwarf king. Yes, I really like it.
But if you notice though, you see how the humans hate the elves.
Yes.
And when the elves and humans fought together to be Mordor,
right,
to create what they have,
right,
and it was the elves who helped conquer the land that they're on right now.
Dark One is saying something about he's saying Adar was one of the first orcs and elf tortured by Morgoth.
Right. That is true. He is.
Right. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's great content. Also, not to change the subject, but we're not going to do it this week, but either next week or the week after, we're going to, on Netflix, the Fate Winx Saga season 2 just came out. That's the one that's kind of like Harry Potter, but for high schoolers, instead of middle school kids.
Try to find these books on hardback.
Which ones?
All 4 of them. The original ones.
Well, Dante was talking about the animated show, the original animated movies from the 60s.
The Hobbits.
The Hobbit, and Lord of the Rings, and also Return of the King. Okay.
Right, but I've only seen them once in hardback.
Okay.
Most of the time you find them at a used bookstore is in paperback. So it's rare to find them in hardback.
Yeah. And next week's episode looks great as well. So
yes, most definitely.
I'm wondering how much. Do we know where this film? Did this film like in New Zealand or somewhere? If somebody knows where they filmed it or the budget, I mean, it really shows.
The budget was quite a bit.
Was it
more than? Was that one we watched? Was they said it was $90 million and they did 9 episodes?
I don't remember
the one we did, but anyway, this is more like 12 to 15 million.
Well, I know they spent a lot of money. I know they spent a lot of money on Game of Thrones. We haven't talked about Game of Thrones 2. We're going to talk about that as well, maybe when the season's over, because there's just too much to talk about. We would talk for hours if we talked about everything. And again, it's a great time to be alive, man. I'm a broken record, but this is the golden age of sci-fi. Broken age of sci-fi, golden age of sci-fi. It's like a broken record. But one of the things I wanted to point out, and I find it a little disturbing, and I usually don't give my opinions about stuff like this, but there's been a couple things that recently, here, Kieran TV, he's liking House of Dragon. I'm liking House of Dragon as well, but there's one of the things I've, like this Fate thing.
Right, Fate.
In the Fate thing, Mike's going to tell us about the budget.
$465 for...
$465 million for the first season.
Episode.
Well, no, not first episode.
First season, yeah.
You should let me read it, Captain Richter, since you have glasses. Okay, for the first season, that'd be an awful lot of money for an episode, more than a movie. Even.
I'm farther away from the TV.
Yeah. Anyway, so that is a. Do we know how many episodes it was for this whole first season? So we know how many we have left.
It's either 8 or 10.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, but there's two things that kind of. I don't like it when it feels like it promotes ideas out there, which I don't think are, and this is my opinion. We all have noses, so anybody can have any opinion they want to have. But there's 2 episodes, one of them on the Fate, which we're not going to talk about today, but on the Fate, the Winx Saga, I notice they're promoting promiscuity and people not being monogamous. And I'm saying that because they keep talking about, can I have the room tonight, so they could go and get sexual with their partner or whatever. And this one of this last episodes, I think it was either the first or second episode, the people that got the room was one of these elves or whatever, or fairy, and she's there with 2 boys. So the 2 boys are kissing on her, and they're making out with one girl. Like they're promoting menage a trois, threesomes. And then the boys like each other, so they're kissing on each other. Again, I don't care about that. I believe love is love. It doesn't matter to me whether it's a boy who loves a boy or a girl who loves a girl or whatever. Love is love, and everybody should be entitled to it. But now you're stepping across that line and you're promoting threesomes.
Yeah,
that's
not cool.
That I don't think is cool. And I think even anybody would agree to it. You know, you shouldn't be cheating and having threesomes. That's just ridiculous. I mean, that I didn't like, especially when they're in high school.
Yeah, and most time you see that stuff in porn. You don't see it on.
Yeah, you don't see a threesome. Yeah, you said that earlier. I only saw that in porn. Now I see it on a Netflix show.
Now,
you know, so it's like,
and it's for kids.
And then with House of Dragon, they almost went there with an ancestral thing.
Yeah.
That's not cool, guys.
Niece and uncle.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's the reason why I brought it up in House of Dragon and those two. They're both, to me, they just stepped the line a little bit too far.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I'm not going to talk about it any longer because I don't want to get political or get my opinions or whatever you want to call it. I don't want this to be the space where I promote my views because that's not why you guys are here. But yeah, Power of the Rings, love the show. Well, yeah, the House of Dragon is just ridiculous. Was the original Game of Thrones like that too?
No. Oh yeah. No. They had sex, but it was in different clans.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It wasn't uncles and nieces or brothers and sisters.
Oh, he's saying. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I see. I get it. That's why they went mad. Why there was.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
I get it. Yeah.
I see why they're doing that. Then I guess on that, but the threesome thing, you know, the brother and sister thing. Yes, they did promote that. That's right. Oh my goodness, I just remembered that.
I remember that. Yeah.
That's right. So forget what I said about. Yes, I remember Cersei and her brother. Remember in the Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I did.
And then she became the queen. Yeah, you're right. Game of Thrones always did that. But this other thing. With this other thing with the teenagers thing, I just think
that should not be.
You shouldn't promote that. It's like something you see in a porn movie, you know. Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about. When we talked about the Power Rings, what else did you like about that? Anything? What's your favorite part of that episode?
I liked it when he finally went and talked to his father, and then the dwarf and the elf are going to go do something together, which is going to be really good. Coming up also in this next episode. But I also liked how the elf persuaded the queen to take her home, take her home back to Middle Earth.
To fight with them. Right.
Fight with them, yes.
Yeah, she's going to go with her. Yeah, that was good. And it goes to show you, she kept having the dreams and thought that was a sign to make her leave.
Yeah.
And then when she made her leave, her dreams were still happening, so she reversed it. Wow, yeah, that was cool. Also, that other elf saved that boy too from getting
butchered by the orc.
Right, that was cool. Yeah, a lot of Power of the Rings, the Rings of Power. I'm sorry, Rings of Power. Really good show so far. So continue watching it. Anything else, Captain Richter, about this episode or anything this week?
I can't wait to see the main character, which is. Sauron. I can't wait to see him come up.
Well, we did get that guy that was kind of an evil elf guy.
Yeah, that was.
Is he Sauron or no?
No. That's Adar.
That's Adar. Okay.
Yeah, he'll be Adar over through I think pretty much through the whole TV series, if they bring him back in future episodes. But yes, that's who he'll be.
Okay.
Sauron is a creature of Middle Earth that he's actually. Kind of like a skeleton walking in armor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see what that looks like.
And you won't see his face because it's all dark inside there and everything else.
You won't see it.
Kind of like an entity.
Oh, okay. All right.
But evil, like the devil. Evil.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Can't wait to see that, man. Excited. Again, exciting time.
That's what's gonna be
and
good.
Next week we get to talk about Andor. Yes. I'm excited. Can't wait to see the first 3 episodes, which premiere on the 21st, guys.
Yes.
When is the 21st? Is that a Wednesday or a Thursday?
Next Wednesday.
Oh, we're getting it on Wednesday. Cool. It's not Thursday. That's awesome.
Yep. Get it on Wednesday.
Well, good. Let's have that. Let's get our new episodes over Wednesday so it doesn't interfere with She-Hulk or
Lord of the Rings.
Right.
I mean, Lord of the Rings. I mean,
Lower Decks.
'Cause we're both on Thursday.
And then the Rings of Power
Power
on
on
Friday. So
Friday,
we got
yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
That's
yeah.
right.
We got a lot of stuff to
Great
talk
stuff.
about this week. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on a Wednesday. That's awesome.
It is.
Okay, so hyped on Andor, guys. It's going to be great. So next week, the show is going to be long.
Oh yeah.
We're going to have a lot to talk about.
Especially with Andor and its 3 episodes.
Yes. So be sure to join us next week and for a lot of fun. May the force be with you always. Live long and prosper. And as we always say at All for Sci-Fi, go out this week and do one act of kindness. It doesn't have to be donating money or going out and mowing someone's lawn. It could be picking up the phone and calling. And he said on She-Hulk on Tuesday.
On down under, yeah.
Right.
And
And
up in Canada, I mean.
right. Oh, yeah, it's in Canada. Just do one. It could be picking up the phone and calling a friend and that you haven't talked to and seeing how you might make their day. Maybe they had a bad day and they needed someone to talk to. Do something kind this week for
that's
everybody.
definitely true.
What do you got, Captain Rickster?
Well, have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of today.
Right.
Have a great week at work. Come back. Stay safe. Try not
Right.
to get sick. Just enjoy life, people.
Yes,
That's all, because we're only here once in this lifetime. So
that's true.
enjoy it as much as you can.
And remember, do the
To the baby Yoda magic hand dance, baby Yoda magic hand dance. To the baby Yoda magic hand dance, baby Yoda magic hand
with the blurb.
To the baby Yoda magic hand dance, baby Yoda magic hand dance. Feel the energy flows between your hands.
Bye-bye.
Feel the energy right there where you stand. Let's do the